This person is commenting on a post in which you need to click on the comment and click see comment to go watch the original post. It's talking about from the boomers down how retirement's pretty much going to be a myth for some folks, and people are going to wind up more and more often working all the way up until the day they die. This person says, unfortunately, I had a friend that did die at her desk, and I'm sorry to hear that. I'm going to tell you a story about a guy I worked with by the name of Louie. Years ago, in another lifetime, I worked with my father in a machine shop. All the men in my family were machinists when I was growing up, and so I kind of grew up playing with micrometers and calipers and learning how to read the OD or the ID of a part and all of that good shit. Anyway, my father worked for a machine shop in Burr Ridge, Illinois, and I worked with him. He was the shift manager of his shift, and we were in on a Saturday, and it was four of us. It was myself, my father, a gentleman that worked on the other side of the shop who didn't speak much English. He was a Polish immigrant, and old man Louie. And old man Louie was in his 70s and still working because he couldn't retire. And he actually just came in to get something on his day off on Saturday and wound up getting talked into work by my dad's boss, who was in for a couple hours that morning taking care of some paperwork. So where my little arrangement of machines was, I could see my father to my left, and I could see Louis sort of straight ahead and to my left, and at their various positions, far enough away that you'd have to give him a holler to talk to him. But I had a couple of surface grinders and an OD grinder over here that I was working with, and my dad worked with nothing but Blanchard grinders, doing surface grinding, and Louis used to do a lot of ID work on his machines, a lot of CNC machines over by Louis. I got talked into working. And I got my three machines going, and I'm just kind of sitting there, and it's old school. We didn't have smartphones, so I'm sitting there and I'm reading a newspaper, and I can see Louis, I can see my dad, yada yada yada, and I'm reading the paper, and I look up, and I don't see Louis, and he probably just went to the bathroom, went to go take a shit, get a drink of water, maybe he went to the payphone to make a phone call, whatever. Go back to reading my paper. And after a little while, look up, and I still don't see Louis. And I'm like, okay, that's not like Louis to leave his machines going for that long. Shut down my shit, signal my old man, and I'm going to check on Louis. Okay, you go see what's going on. Louis had a massive heart attack. He was laying on the floor in front of his machine, twitching. Called 911 right away, got the paramedics there. They did a trach on him. Like, no, he's not going to make it. Doc said his heart probably exploded and was dead before he hit the floor. Working on a Saturday on his day off when he shouldn't have been working at all. He should have been retired years ago. That's not the way to go out. That's not what hardworking Americans deserve. People who get up and go to work every day to provide for their family deserve to be able to retire at some point in time and enjoy what's left of their life, enjoy time with their family, enjoy time with their grandkids, and they don't deserve to have to work up until fucking noon on the day of their funeral. It's not right. That's why we're trying to do things differently. We're trying to cultivate other forms of revenue. This has proven to be one hell of a form of revenue. YouTube has proven to be one hell of a form of revenue. I've now monetized my Facebook platform. We'll see what that brings. My website is monetized. My wife is doing mobile notary signings for home closings. We have the trucking business where we have to be involved in it, but not like we needed to be involved in other arenas, not as insanely tense as some of the other arenas. Because, goddamn it, we want to be able to enjoy our lives. We want to be able to look at each other and say, we want to go visit the grandkids. We want to take 4 or 5 days to do this. We don't want to have to ask a boss if we can do it. And we're not getting any younger, you know? In 2025, I'm going to be 53. She's going to be 50. Fuck that killing ourselves for somebody else to make a fucking fortune. Fuck killing ourselves on somebody else's clock. Now, she's still looking for a job. She may ultimately go back to work for somebody else. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But, goddamn, man, people don't deserve that shit. And if I could figure out a way it's looking like it's getting close, knock on wood. If I could figure out a way to replace her salary with the monetization on the various social media platforms that I'm on, then hopefully she just retires and she doesn't ever have to go to work again. But yeah, Americans dying at their desk, dying at their shop, dying on their forklift in a bobcat. No, we don't deserve that. Nobody here does.